And now, coming to you live from Huntsville Attic, it's Rockin' with Rockin Robbie. And here's your host, Rockin Robbie.
Hey everybody, once again welcome to Rockin' with Rockin Robbie. Of course I am Rockin' with Rockin Robbie, and first of all I'd like to thank you for coming back. It's our second show, I'm very excited for it. It's also our first annual super spectacular summer special. Yes! Woo!
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes!
I've been waiting for this.
All right,
Since last year's.
I've been waiting for it for a while as well. With me, I have my usual gang of misfits. I have, ladies and gentlemen, Maniacal Mike. Yes, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike.
Hello.
He's a maniac.
Super green.
Also with
super
us, we
green.
have Jumpin and Jivin James.
Boom,
Yes.
boom, 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 boom.
Hello.
Jumping and
And
Jivin.
how is everybody today?
Oh.
And as always, my faithful audio engineer, Kinky Kevin.
Actually, I've cheated on you several times.
Kinky.
I
He's
don't
here,
know where I
even though
got
he
this.
has very...
Thank you guys for
I
coming,
think
and as is
rough
our
whip
custom
burns
here
today.
Got
on...
naughty dread, man. I'm a kinky.
As is our custom here on Rockin' with Rockin' Robbie, we will start off with a shot today presented by Ice 101. Peace out.
Clank,
Good show,
bitches.
everybody. Peace. Clank, clank, clank.
clink, clink.
Ah.
Clank, bitches, clank.
Oh, yes. That was a good one.
Smooth.
So how's everybody doing?
I think we just scared Creamsicle.
I
He just
taste
ran.
Sweden.
Everybody have a good few weeks since their last show?
Actually, no.
Yeah, I agree with Kevin.
Doing pretty good, I guess, you know.
As this show only, this is our super spectacular summer special. We're going to do this every
That's
year as
sensational.
long as we do this show. So this might be the first annual and first only. But
First
we will
and
see.
last. First and
I'm hoping we're
last.
going to make it to two at least.
Wow. Vote of confidence from Rockin' Robbie.
Anyway, you got to be realistic. Kinky,
What do you think
Kevin.
about
gotta
that,
do it.
Walter Chronic Pipe? Well, I don't know.
So yes, of course, it is summer, and what's everybody's favorite parts of summer?
Is it
Mike, you
summer
got
in
anything you want
China?
to say?
Working in the downtown area.
James, what's your favorite part of summer?
Cooking outside.
Cooking outside. That's very funny that you mentioned that. We'll get to that later. Kinky Kevin, aside from being a kinkster, what is your favorite thing about summer in general?
Totally,
Sweaty, I
it would be
think.
the UMM,
All right. I don't know how to take that, everybody, but my favorite thing about summer,
I know what he's talking about.
my favorite thing about summer
totally
is
get it.
probably straight up baseball. The return of baseball in the spring, but baseball heats up in the summer. It's like no other. And this season alone, we've already had an amazing season. We've already had a perfect game pitched by Philip Humber from the White Sox. We've
Humbert?
already had a no-hitter by Jared Weaver of the Angels,
We've had
Los
like a-
Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
We've had like 7 no-hitters, I think, dude.
Indeed, we've had a lot.
Whoa.
That's
This
crazy,
year, though,
right?
we've already had one perfect game, one
Saying
no-hitter.
this year?
So far,
Yeah,
as
like this
of
year, it's been crazy
No
with
fucking
no-hitters.
way.
Yeah, crazy
Yeah, it's
no-hitters.
been
a
pretty
bunch.
insane, man.
it's been nuts.
Speaking of 7 no-hitters.
The Reds have become the 6th franchise in MLB history to hit 10,000 wins, with an
Wow.
overall record of 10,000 wins to 9,710 losses. That's not a bad little ratio over like 100 years.
I think they got most of their wins with Charlie Hustle. So
Probably Pete Rose too. You know, my favorite moment of the season so far was the 100th anniversary of Fenway Stadium, right? Fenway Park.
Right.
And the
Nice.
Yankees come in and win. Great. And also, speaking of ballparks, the
Now-
opening of
now everyone
the
in Chi-
Miami Marlins
Oh, now
ballpark.
everyone
Miami
in
Marlins.
Chicago-
You're from South Florida. How does it feel to you to see the Marlins finally, after 10, 15 years in their own ballpark?
Well, personally, I don't give a fuck. But
All
the
right.
way you say you're from South Florida is kind of like, hey, you're a douchebag.
So, you know, baseball's cool this year. I think one of the most interesting things about this year so far is that, actually not even so far, it hasn't happened yet, but that in the playoffs, they've added an extra wild card team.
playoffs.
Mike, what do you think about that?
Playoffs.
What do you think about that?
You're gonna be talking about the playoffs.
Yep.
Playoffs?
This is practice. What do you think?
Well, now we're talking about practice.
do you know what I'm talking about, Mike?
Practice?
They added an extra
They
team.
added an extra wild card team to each league.
That's fine.
I think it's cool. What's going to
So-
happen is the wild card teams are going to meet in one match, I believe.
Right.
And then that winner will go on to the
It's
division.
kind of like
series.
everything
Ah,
else, and
interesting.
Yeah, and the division series has switched to a 2-3.
I think foot's
stance
almost the
as
same.
far as
same
away home.
Same in football. It's almost like same in football.
Yeah, why
So-
not? You add a little bit more flavor. Let a little bit more teams get the chance to make it to the World Series, and it's good for fans, it's good for players, it's good for owners, it's good for everybody all the way around. So it's a good idea.
Playoffs.
So everybody here, basically, we like baseball, right?
I like a bit
Everybody likes baseball here.
I love baseball, but
All right, Mike, what's your favorite team?
I have to say the San Francisco Giants.
Giants.
Been a big fan since about
Giants.
'86.
All right, you big Willie Mays fan,
I like Willie.
obviously. He's one of the best.
say
Any
hey.
fan of
Mike
baseball
likes
has to love
Willie.
Willie.
Say hey, Willie.
Yeah, indeed. What do you think about Barry Bonds?
I never watched any Giants games with Barry Bonds because I didn't agree.
I
with
think
his-
he's a phenomenal player.
I didn't agree.
Controversy
I
aside.
didn't agree
What
with
does Willie
his
Mays think about Barry Bonds?
during the story.
Willie Mays loves him. He's his godfather.
Yeah, no shit. No, I didn't. I wasn't a big fan of the Giants during the whole steroid era.
Are you a fan of them again now?
Yeah,
You got a great pitcher, man. Lincecum. Got a great pitcher.
As soon as Bonds left, I started watching again. So
All right.
Oh wow.
All right. Kingster Kevin, you got a favorite baseball team?
I do. I have two, but I'm going to explain it real quick. The Yankees would be an easy choice because of the nostalgia and Joe DiMaggio being one of my favorite players, all that kind of shit. But growing up, going to spring training down in West Palm, it was the Expos and the Braves I had a choice between. So Braves.
Yeah. And you're very close to them right
I'm
now.
a
well, the
Braves-
Expos are now
yeah.
the Nationals.
Yes,
Well,
they
yeah,
are.
but they were the Montreal
yes.
Expos back then,
Yep.
and they had Marquise Grissom. He was badass.
Who went to
And
Atlanta?
that's about it.
So
Right.
the Braves, you would
But
say.
the Braves were my team growing up as a young lad.
Well, you're lucky. In this
And,
region, you can get every Braves game on
True.
Turner
Although
Networks.
I met David Justice.
We did not
once.
get paid for that
I met
plug.
David Justice as a young lad. when
David
I was-
Justice was amazing when I was a kid, man. James, who used to live in Philadelphia.
Yes.
Who's your favorite baseball
Oh,
team?
way to give it away.
I really like the Phillies.
That's a good team to pick, especially here lately.
Oh wow, thanks for rubbing it in.
Oh,
Are you talking
dude.
last year or
Whatever.
lately?
Speaking
Speaking
of
to
my,
the
obviously,
mic.
everybody who knows me knows
But,
my favorite team is the Yankees.
but,
And
okay.
both of us are
Yeah.
not doing well
James,
at the moment that we
it's-
are
it's like-
recording
But it's
this.
baseball and it's early.
That's
It
what
is
that's
still
what
early
Robbie
in
was
the
saying.
season.
It's like, don't feel bad. It's early. The Braves, were slow last year. Now they're hot, and now but you saw what happened last year with them. But
All
If
right.
it rhymes
Real
with,
quick.
If it rhymes with Spanky, it's his favorite team.
All right, real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Least favorite team.
Ooh, that's tough.
Jumpin and Jivin James.
I'm gonna go with the Orioles.
Orioles. Kevin. Kinky.
Hate,
Mister.
Hate is a
What's your
strong word.
favorite?
Right now,
What's
my-
your least favorite
I-
baseball?
My least favorite baseball team at the moment is the Pittsburgh Pirates, and here's why. I do love Roberto Clemente. May he rest in peace.
Yes.
But
Roberto.
but I am playing MLB The Show 2011, and I have put my
You know
Why
the
don't
new
you
one's
go
out,
ahead
right?
and update, man? Yeah, it's totally
You can
2012.
get it at
sir.
GameStop.
I have an update for you. You cut me off again, and I'll stab you.
Whoa.
you can have my knife.
No,
I'm very
but real
sorry.
quick, the Pirates are fucking pissing me off because that's a long story. But I have a really good pitcher. He's
And you play for the
280
Pirates.
pounds. He's black. His name's Kevon Kevinson. He's got
That's
dreads
nice.
and
Yeah.
yellow hair. I mean, you can't go wrong. He's like the the black Babe
I've
Ruth
seen
of
him play.
baseball.
He's absolutely amazing.
So-
He's like the next Nolan Ryan.
Pretty much. He is. Anyway,
So you hate the Pirates because your video game team?
because they suck.
Won't
We-
pay you more? Is that what the
They
problem
won't.
is?
They paid me what
Oh,
I
that's
asked
what
them to.
baseball
I-
is about to
I
you?
took them to
Money?
court. I took them to fucking virtual PlayStation court and won. So yeah.
So we all obviously have a favorite team. And I'm talking about all time. I am not talking about current. All time favorite baseball player, Kinky Kevin. Let me know real quick.
Favorite baseball player? It would be Nolan Ryan. And
Good choice. Mike, what's your favorite
Devon
all-time
Brown.
baseball player?
Will the Thrill Clark.
Okay.
Played for Mississippi State. Love Mississippi State. Fuck the Crimson Tide. Fuck the Auburn Tigers.
you do realize Will
Go
Clark played
Bulldogs.
hockey.
I thought that was Bobby Hall. No. Will Clark.
Out of all time.
Will Clark. Yeah.
I
Will
would-
the Thrill. First. Major league game at bat hits a home run.
All right, James, Jumpin and Jivin, you are favorite baseball player of all time. You got one?
Honus Wagner. Just kidding.
Jimmy Rollins.
Jimmy
hell yeah.
Rollins.
Dude.
That's a recent
Any
addition.
relation to Henry?
All right. Well, everybody, that brings us to our first break. But before we go to the first break, I'm going to ask us our question of the day. Our question of the day today is this.
Woo! Question of the day. I've been waiting for this.
Today we ask it.
Someone's not listening to the conductor.
If you had to teach something, what would you teach?
I'd
We'll be right back
Phlebotomy.
after the break, everybody. This is Rockin' with Rockin' Robbie. We will be right back. This break is brought to you by Corn Bits. He's got the Corn Bits.
He's got the corn bits, yeah. 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 He's got the corn bits, yeah.
Who couldn't use more corn in their diet? Try our crisp and refreshing cereal, Corn Bits. They're fun to play with and they taste delicious.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Rockin' with Rockin' Robbie here only we're back on the Smile or Else Podcast Network. Live from Huntsville Attic.
Yes.
So,
All right, we're back.
we are back from the break. I hope everybody had a good break. I hope you enjoyed that message. Everybody go out and get some cereal. It's good. It's the best part of your day. Breakfast. We'll be talking about it soon here on Rockin' with Rockin' Robbie. But first, everybody, now it's time for the question of the day. Yes!
All right, I've been.
If you had to teach something, what would you teach? Jumpin and Jivin James, please.
If I had to teach something, it'd probably just be food appreciation, obviously.
Food appreciation. Kinky Kevin, what's your answer?
I guess I would say either logic or
A lot of people need logic taught to them
yeah,
right now.
that was the most important thing ever taught to me. But that's my serious answer. My
Star Trek taught me logic.
my non-serious answer would be I would teach people manners, and I start with you.
Very important. Mike, if you were a teacher, what would you teach?
I've never crashed a wedding, so I don't see how that hits to me.
So you would teach self-control.
No, actually, I
Zen, my
would teach
friend,
bar
zen.
etiquette. Doing what
Bar
I do,
etiquette. A must.
doing what I do to pay the alcohol bill. It would be bar etiquette. A lot of people get to the bar and don't know what the fuck to do, and
They order their drink wrong.
you
or
could
they
even-
well,
know how to get your
they
attention.
don't know. They don't know the difference between well and top shelf. They go with what's easiest, and it's just like you can always spread it. Young, fresh shaven kid. It's like, yo, man, what can I get you? Oh, can I get a Long Island tea? And it's just like, come fucking for real.
Well, at least
Great.
people don't order liquor parfaits anymore. Well, that's very interesting. My answer to that question would be if I had to teach one course, there's lots that comes in my head, but the first thing, like, obviously, if I was going to teach one fucking college course, period, it would be comic
Ranger
book
history.
history. I am, of course, a comic book historian, if you didn't know, and I would teach
how
that
do you
course.
get that qualification?
You work at a comic shop and you read a shit ton of comics,
And an
you write a couple
aspiring
articles.
and an aspiring
you could-
dictator.
Or
Yes,
you just
there is that.
study Wikipedia.
But
Actually, I hear Wikipedia is not a really good source for comic book knowledge.
not quite. You can lead into people getting punched in the fucking ear and head over that. I so
Whoa.
hear. Anyway,
In the
comic book
fucking
history.
ear.
In fact, I'm pretty sure eventually we'll do
Seriously?
some kind of
The ear?
podcast here on this
I'm sorry I
network
fucked that
involving comic books. You'll get to hear my knowledge.
No, that was
If not, come with the Deep Comics. I'll hook you up.
I know how to
everything
spell comic
about
book.
what is necessary. Speaking of comic books,
Well, I got one thing to say, and
it's going to be edited out. So.
That's so fucked up.
So, speaking of comic books, it's now time for our second half shot. Everybody, once again, brought to us by Ice 101. Go get your bottle. It makes you feel warm and oh so cool. Shots, everybody. Hots.
And
I taste polar bears.
apparently, Robbie cannot handle a little bit of ice 101 that's been warmed.
Warm eyes.
Hi, my name is Mike Matthews, and welcome to Rockin' with Rockin' Robbie. Today we're going to be talking about comic books.
Hi, my name
Comic
is...
book movies.
What? My name is...
So, to
Yes, speaking
start
of
off, I'm going to go with...
speaking of Ice 101 shots, a big staple of summer, since this is our super spectacular summer special, a big staple nowadays of summer has become, of course, the summer blockbuster. But even in more recent years, probably in the last, 10 years? Maybe 12
Probably,
years?
yeah.
Everyone agree.
Nah, yes.
A big staple
yes.
of summer now is not just the
trying
summer
to put me
movie
in a corner.
blockbuster, but the summer comic book movie. There seems to always be at least 2 or 3 comic book movies every summer now. And me and Mike are old school comic book fans. Kevin and James are both new school comic fans.
whoa,
and we're
I
not,
read when I
well,
was
James
young.
used to be a little bit of
I'm
an
a,
old school
I'm a
fan. but
motherfucking virgin.
anyway, comic books is
Bullshit.
a topic for another day. Comic books
better
is not
virgin since
necessarily
you were
just
10.
a summer thing. It is obviously a year-round, all the time, all your life thing.
My bad, 8.
We will get to comic books. However, comic book movies, it's a big deal. Why are comic book movies such a big deal now as opposed to they were before? Jumpin and Jivin James.
My first answer is going to be the really super obvious one is
Twitter.
technology has caught up
That's
with our
my
imagination for a lot of
Yes.
things, you know?
What would happen if they would have made an Avengers movie 20 years ago
They did it in Fantastic Four.
and it never got
Yeah.
released because it's terrible?
Yeah.
You
I
don't
mean,
have the money for
'cause,
that.
You know, some of those effects just were, I mean, we think pretty fantastic. I mean, not to be silly. When we go with comic book stuff, we go to where we never thought we'd be able to see this before.
That's one of the things about comic books is that on the page there's no budget. So
Correct.
comic books get so extravagant. How do you translate that pre-2000? You can't. You couldn't have made an Avengers movie 5 years ago.
No,
I mean, for
it's-
real.
It's
You
pretty
probably
daunting.
still can't make a Justice League movie today.
I think I have a better answer even.
All right, what's that?
I mean,
Go Kinky.
Statistically, more people are born with eyes in the last 100 years. So, I mean, obviously,
What did you just say?
more people are born with eyes in the last 100 years, you know? So, obviously, more people have watched the movie, right?
Speaking of comic book movies, if there is one comic book hero
Oof.
that has ruled the summer as if he was Will Smith, who is the Will Smith of comic book heroes? Who owns the summer when it comes to comic book movies? Ladies and gentlemen, I will dare to declare that is Batman. Does anybody disagree? You can't.
Well, for history's sake,
It's
no.
Who has more
Recent,
summer
yeah.
blockbusters out of comic
Most
book films
times.
than fucking Batman?
But he was the only one
No.
they took the
Well,
risk.
I
even
mean-
his bad movies are fucking blockbusters, everybody. Let's talk about Batman
so
movies
true.
real
What about the
quick.
first 4 Superman?
Well, let's talk about Superman real quick.
Ooh.
Number 1,
point,
good
Mike.
movie, bad ending. Number 2, great movie, bad ending. Better with the Donner cut, bad ending. Number 3, terrible, bad ending. Number 4, terrible, worse ending.
Okay.
Richard
but-
Pryor?
Best Superman movie we ever had, and I guarantee you this.
Quest for Peace.
Robbie.
No,
Robbie.
it is Superman Returns, and a lot of people will disagree with me. And if you disagree with me, please right now go on our Facebook and tell me why, because I will
Don't
tell
do
you
it
why
right
you're
now.
wrong. Moving on.
Oddly enough, I agree with Robbie.
He does because he
okay, I got a
knows
quick
film.
question.
He went to film school. I'm backed up. That's enough. Anyway, enough of that.
No.
Oh, hold on,
Back to
Kevin.
Batman.
Let's get on to Batman. We'll carry this on.
Back to Batman movies. What is the best Batman movie, Maniacal Mike, ever made?
Batman: Mask of the Phantasm.
Good pick,
Oh,
bro.
that is a.
You just
I'm-
threw that
That's a pretty
motherfucker
good
for a
answer.
loop.
I give Mike Dap over
Because you
that.
never said theater.
No,
you just
no,
said
that
Batman
wasn't the
movie.
Theater. Mask of the Phantasm was in the theater.
That was the
I
only
remember it being
cartoon
and
in
that
theater.
one
related to it,
that
actually.
is one of the best Batman movies ever made, animated or live action. Period. I forgot about it. Mike, you got mad props. You probably win the award for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. A holler for Batman: Mask of the Phantasms. Everybody, yes! Joker got his tooth knocked
It's
out.
fantastic and
Yes.
fantastic.
It was the redheaded chick. Spoiler alert. Anyway,
Yay.
Whoa,
Kinky
what?
Kevin, what's your favorite Batman movie?
I think that the most well done one was
Yes.
the Christopher Nolan, the first one. Okay.
Batman Begins.
Batman, but the best as far as how it was done. My favorite, the most entertaining, and this goes back to when I
Adam
saw
West
it.
one.
But no, not the Adam West one. The first.
Sometimes
Batman.
you just can't
the
get rid
first
of them all.
Batman with Michelle Pfeiffer and fucking.
That's not the first one. That's the second Tim Burton one, Batman
Second Tim Burton,
Returns.
Batman
Well, then
Returns.
it's not Return.
that is a
I
good
don't know.
movie.
I think it's the first.
It's one of my favorite Christmas movies. What is the absolute best Batman movie ever made, James?
I'm going with Returns.
Batman Returns. Tell me why.
I just love you doubled it up. There's 2 villains.
First time they did that.
A soft villain maybe.
Yes.
In the Catwoman, because she's
Catwoman
not
yeah.
completely evil. She's
fucked up. And
she's very self-serving.
She's more fucked up and crazy and supernatural than she is in the comic book ever.
Yeah, that is true.
That interpretation of Catwoman is one of my favorites,
And
and
that is
still to
probably
this day the best interpretation ever. Period. Through any media.
And the hottest.
Of the Penguin.
And the hottest
That is the
version
best
Yes.
interpretation of
Catwoman.
the Penguin ever. Who can argue that?
I
Did
can't.
anybody
That's why
ever
Returns
think
almost
that
makes
that
my
fucking
favorite. That little-
gangster Burgess Meredith penguin? Does anybody ever think that penguin is more interesting than the fucking Danny
No
DeVito
way,
penguin?
man.
And
Fuck
nobody
no.
can do that to this day. That is the only movie and the only time that
Right.
penguin will be represented.
That was
Danny
perfect,
DeVito's
man.
Penguin makes me cringe.
It was.
Dude.
That,
I
that's
love
my.
that movie.
That's one
I
of my
think out of the
main
Burton
reasons.
movies, that's the best one.
It is,
The
man.
snow, the cinematography,
Everything. I mean,
You got
Yeah,
to see
complete
Gotham in
control.
daylight?
those very soft, almost beautiful scenes at the beginning when the penguin's being thrown into the water. I mean,
One of my
It was
favorite. Yeah.
epic scene where he's born, and then there's that just horror on his parents' face that he's
Paul
not
Rubin.
normal. Exactly.
Pee
He
Wee
does a
Herman,
perfect
everybody.
job, man.
Penguin's father.
He looks at it, he's like, no, this isn't right. I'm this person of station. I'm upper crust in Gotham. I can't
Yes.
have a deformed son.
Yes, out of the
I
four
can't-
fucking, out of those 4 90s
Right.
Batman movies, that is the best. I promise
Right.
you. I know a lot of people are going to argue about Jack Nicholson's Joker,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to do this and that. But I will promise you that nobody has made a Batman movie better pre 2000.
Right.
Nobody's made a Batman movie better than Tim Burton's Batman Returns. And it's one of the absolute best Christmas movies ever. Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
My favorite part of that movie is when Christopher Walken sees that Bruce Wayne is unmasked and goes, "I'm Batman." I mean, he goes, "My bad, I fucked that up. Hold on." He goes,
Do it.
"Bruce Wayne, why are you dressed as Batman?" It's so hilarious. And Michelle Pfeiffer looks back, because he is Batman, you idiot. What a dumb fuck. That's a great movie.
Yeah.
We're going to get back to some Tim Burton.
Tim Burton is
Later
still
on.
man, whatever.
My favorite Batman movie, I agree with Kinky Kevin. It is Batman Begins to me. I am a Batman fan, have been a Batman fan since the early 90s when Nightfall first hit.
I
That's
think
why I
it
was
is
so
from
excited
birth.
for Batman.
Because you've
Rises.
always been
And
sidekick.
it's
My name is Robin.
is Rising, Batman Rising,
Batman Rises. The Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight
Knight
Rises.
Rises.
is out like right now. And we don't know yet because we are recording this way before that actually comes out. We're not going to tell you the exact date. It's
But
May
I'm pretty
something.
sure they're just gonna top everything.
Anyway, it
I don't
might
know,
be.
man.
This new one looks bad.
I'm
Avengers.
It's got the
pretty
Pittsburgh
awesome,
Steelers in
I'm
it.
As
pumped
you
for
know,
Bang.
what we think.
It's got the
before.
Pittsburgh Steelers in it. It's all
it
that
does.
fucking matters.
Heinz Ward, motherfucker.
Ben Roethlisberger, baby.
Big Ben. All right, good opinions, one and all, for real. Everybody has some.
And
Everybody
all
was
for
able,
one.
Everybody was able to back up what they had to say, and that is what I love. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our next break, but we got some special treats for you coming up. Be sure to stay tuned. But here's a break once again from our sponsor. Be sure to come back. We are rocking with Rockin Robbie. Holla.
Give me a piece. Give me a piece. Break me off a piece of that.
Well, little Timmy, summer's almost over. Is there one last special place you'd like to go before school starts back?
I want to go to Yellow River Falls, Mommy.
Oh no, Timmy. That place was shut down after people were horribly killed in tragic accidents.
What are you, Mommy? Stupid? Yellow River Falls is back.
That's right, Mom. Yellow River Falls is back and better than ever. Though it is true that 5 people were tragically killed in 1 year, we are back and new and improved. Our attraction, Wet Willie, is revamped and won't cause seizures or drowning anymore. The dive of death no longer involves actual death. Also, the parts that were slicing and impaling people on our main attraction, Splash Mare Mountain, have been removed and is 100% guaranteed not to slaughter your children. So rest assured, moms, your family is safe and secure in the new safety-inspected Yellow River Falls. Oh, and that creepy guy who worked at the concession stand? Well, he's gone.
Hey, everybody! Welcome back to the Rockin' with Rockin' Robbie show. My name is Mike. Maniacal Mike, I have one thing to say, and this is near and dear to me, and it's close to the heart, and I just wanted to say, Robbie and James, what you got for us on the grill out there?
All right, well, thank you, Maniacal Mike. We are outside of Huntsville Attic right now.
It's hot out here.
A little hot, yeah, indeed. Actually, I guess Huntsville Yard. I guess we could call
we're
it.
in the Huntsville front yard.
Well, of course, as part of our Super Summer Spectacular special here on Rockin Robbie, we are going to give you a couple grill tips. James, Jumpin and Jivin, he is our master chef. James, you got some stuff going on. What you got?
Well, first off, on the grill already here, I got some sausages.
All right, some sausage.
Some couple steaks.
Mm-hmm.
And, some nice grilled vegetables. I think people forget a lot about on the grill.
Vegetables are very important.
They are. They're good for you. And they taste good.
You can make them on the grill.
Yeah, you can put anything on the grill, really, as long as you know how to cook it.
Indeed.
So,
any tips you want
I
to give
got a couple good tips to
Lots
always
of
make sure you
people
do.
cooking out today.
Yeah.
Around this time.
First thing, before you ever get your fire on, oil the grates on your grill.
What do you mean oil the grates?
I mean, get a can of spray oil. Spray them down. That way your stuff doesn't stick to your grates.
Well, I always
get
thought
nice
that
grill
you
marks.
just left the grill grates alone because it added flavor and texture to the food that you cooked over the years. I mean, that's how my family always
You
did it.
use the season method, I hear.
Yes, indeed. So blackened.
So yeah, scrub them good, oil them down. That way your food doesn't stick, and you get really nice, crisp, clean lines on your food.
Okay. That's how
nicer.
you get them lines.
That's how you do it.
Okay.
Another tip: know where the hot spots and the cool spots on your grill.
Indeed, because it varies, doesn't it?
It does vary. And my last and final big tip is to use a thermometer. That way you don't have to cut everything in half before you eat it.
Yeah, that's not attractive to put a hamburger that's been cut in twain on your bun.
That
is
way
there.
you know how done it is. You can look like a professional.
Well, that's nice, James. This food smells so good. I just want to try a little bit.
Well,
you mind
it's
if I
not-
try?
it's not- whoa,
I'm gonna
whoa,
try a
whoa,
piece
it's
of
not
this.
done yet.
Can I try a piece of the steak? Really?
Well, you don't want to get your hands that close to the grill either.
Okay. Well, we don't have much time left. Only a few more seconds, so maybe we can speed things up on the grill.
I mean, I could probably turn it up a little bit.
well, I got
mean,
some lighter fluid here.
Whoa, whoa,
Back
whoa,
in the
whoa,
day,
whoa,
we
whoa,
always
wait.
threw lighter fluid on.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
thing.
that works really great when you have like a
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
a charcoal grill.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this
Absolutely.
one
That's
is
how you start it and get it going.
Propane. Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, the propane.
Oh shit.
Wow, I must say, James has got a big flame going on out there at the grill. That thing's huge. I was kind of scared that the Huntsville Attic might catch on fire there for a second, but James just knows what he's doing, and I like it. So, if we can get you guys come on back in, we'll finish up what we got to talk
Where the
about.
fuck are they? Where the fuck did they go?
Man,
Sorry about those flames.
We didn't get any of that
The
fucking
higher
food.
flame, the better the flavor. That's what I always
Where's
say.
my fucking?
Exactly.
Where's
We're
my
back,
rib?
everybody.
And no one can see I
Guys,
have no eyebrows, so it's okay.
I really wish.
Where
you
are my
guys
fucking
could-
ribs?
I really wish you could have been out there to try that food before it all burned up because that was some really good stuff. James is an excellent cook. We'll look forward to more of
I
his.
was drooling the whole entire
Yeah,
time.
indeed, dude.
was
I
looking out
was
the
just
Sorry
window.
about
drooling
that, man.
out there until
So-
I took a fucking whatever, and we will get back to that. However,
Yeah.
Grease fire can be a little on the fly.
James is
Things
an
can be scary.
excellent
It's
chef.
magic.
Everybody,
It's like magic.
he posts up
It is.
he posts up
Recipes.
James posts up recipes on our website all
Yes,
the time.
I do it all the
So
Recipes
time.
on
you
the
should come and
website.
check it out.
What the fuck are you, Elmer Fudd?
Eventually, James has been thinking about doing his own podcast with food recipes and tips. If you want to hear more of that, if you
Rabbit.
want to see more of that, actually, if you want to hear more of that, let us know. Everybody, I want to thank you so much for coming
Where's
back
the
with us
rabbit?
to Rockin' with Rockin' Robbie. We have a very excellent episode planned next time. I want to thank all my guests. Maniacal Mike, thank you. Any final thoughts?
Yay. Yankees suck. Go Giants.
All right, Kinky Kevin, as always, you're my audio engineer extraordinaire. You got any final thoughts?
Yay!
All right, Jumpin and
Yay,
Jivin
podcast,
James, you just gave us a whole
yay.
bunch of fucking cooking knowledge to think about. Anything else you want to add?
Don't worry if you messed it up the first time.
There's always tomorrow.
Keep trying.
All right, everybody, I want to thank you once again for joining us. We will be back here next time with our All About the Benjamins episode. That's right. Everything we discuss, all about Benjamin. But be sure to check out the Smile or Else Network next week when we have, that's right, the Smilerell Show, bringing you our favorite movie summer blockbusters of all time. Trust me, you do not want to miss that. Once again, I am Rockin Robbie. This is
Maniacal Mike.
and
Jumpin and Jivin James.
Oh my
And
God,
as
it's like I'm
always-
Kinky Kevin.
yes, and I am
Too
Rockin
Kinky
Robbie.
Kevin.
Thank you for listening to the Rockin' with Rockin' Robbie show. Join us next time. Anyway, peace out, guys. Thanks for rocking with us.
Au
Holla.
revoir.
Auf Wiedersehen.